Listen up, I want to talk to you about something that's more important than most people realize, your personal values. Now, I'm not talking about your valuables, like grandma's old china or some fancy car. I'm talking about your values, the things that really matter to you deep down. Let me ask you something simple. What's important to you? Sure, you might know what your family values were when you grew up, what your religion says, or what your culture pushes. But I'm asking you, what are your values? What really gets your blood pumping and makes you feel alive? And let me tell you, if those values that were handed down to you don't fit, or if someone's trying to tell you what should matter to you, forget it. I'm giving you full permission to flip the bird to any value that doesn't truly belong to you. Your values are personal. They are the core of who you are, what drives you, what you stand for. And you know what? Most people never even take the time to figure them out. They just coast along, following what they've been told, without ever stopping to ask, what do I really care about? So how do you figure out what your values are? Start by asking yourself, what's important about the way I live my life? Maybe it's connecting with others on a deep level, being responsible to our planet, or being a parent in a certain way that makes you want to educate others. Whatever it is, that's rooted in your values. Another way to uncover your values? Think about what pisses you off. Seriously, when something really gets under your skin, there's a good chance it's because one of your core values is being stepped on. Need a little help getting started? Here's a list of some common values. Abundance, boldness, community, education, family, freedom, fun, gratitude, happiness, honesty, humor, integrity, intimacy, kindness, making a difference, spirituality. These are just a few. There are countless others. Take some time, dig deep, and figure out what resonates with you. And here's a tip, don't get hung up on tangible things. It's not about the gourmet food you love, it's about what that food brings you. Is it the creativity of cooking, the connection with friends over a meal? It's not the thing itself, it's the feeling it gives you. Once you got your list, don't just stop there. Ask yourself, how alive are these values in my life right now? Rate each one on a scale of 1 to 10. If one of your values is fitness, but you haven't hit the gym in months, it's time to give that a low score. But don't beat yourself up. This isn't about perfection. It's about awareness and growth. Now here's the real kicker. Your values are yours. They aren't up for debate. They aren't up for judgment. If it's important to you, then it's important, period. No one else gets a say in that. So what do you do next? Look at the values that scored low and think of 1 or 2 things you can do to bring that score up. If fitness is low on your list, commit to a walk this week. Start small, but start. Your personal values are just as essential as your basic needs, like food, water, and shelter. You might not physically die if you don't honor them, but your spirit sure as hell will. Imagine you're in a job that goes against your top values: honesty, spirituality, creativity. You're asked to cover for something illegal at work, and your job leaves no time for your spiritual or creative needs. How do you think that life's gonna feel? Pretty damn miserable. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can wait until later to honor your values. You're the one who sets the bar for what's acceptable in your life. If you tolerate crap that goes against your values, you're the one making yourself feel awful. By figuring out your values and living by them, you're creating a blueprint for a happier, more fulfilled life. If you've got a bunch of values scoring low, it's time to focus on them, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Trust me, if you really commit to this, it'll change your life for the better. Living in line with your values isn't just a nice idea. It's the key to finding the best version of yourself. Now go out there and start living your values. Your future self will thank you.